everyone, welcome to the next session of Strength of Materials. In this session, we are solving numericals on shafts in series and parallel, which is subjected to torque. We'll start with the first one. A composite shaft is composed of 500 mm length of solid copper, 100 mm in diameter, joined to 1000 mm length of solid steel, 125 mm in diameter. So I can draw a diagram here at the start. So it's given that a solid copper whose diameter is 100 mm and 500 meter length. So I can also write the data at the same time. The diameter of, okay, there is copper material and there is steel material. So the diameter here is 100 mm and the length is 500 mm. For the steel one, I have the diameter as 125 mm and the length is given as 1000 mm. So I'm drawing the bigger one first. This is say shaft 1, this is shaft 2. The second one has diameter of 100 mm and the length is 500 mm. Let me call this as D2, L2. This is D1, L1. A torque of 15 kilonewton meter is applied to each end of the shaft. So let me assume that the torque applied here is in clockwise direction of 15 kilonewton meter, and on this end it will be anti-clockwise 15 kilonewton meter. Find the maximum shear stress in each material and the total angle of twist of the entire shaft. For copper, the value of G is given as 40 giganewton per meter square. This will be 40 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. And G for steel is given as 85 giganewton per meter square, which will be 85 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. I need to calculate the maximum shear stress in each material. So I need to calculate tau max 1, tau max 2. When I say 1, I will indicate steel. When I say 2, I will indicate copper. And the total angle of twist of the entire shaft. So let it be theta. Now, since the shafts are subjected to the same amount of torque, I will have T1 J1 is equal to tau max 1 upon R1 is equal to G1 theta 1 upon L1. I can use this equation. Also, I can have the equation as, okay, let me write this as T. T upon J2 is equal to tau max 2 upon R2 is equal to G2 theta 2 upon L2. Now let me substitute the values in the first equation. The value of torque is given as 15 kilonewton meter. I will convert this into Newton mm. When I convert kilonewton to Newton, it will be 10 raised to 3. And when I convert meter to mm, it is another 10 raised to 3. So this sums up to 15 into 10 raised to 6 Newton mm. Therefore, 15 into 10 raised to 6 upon pi by 32. For the first one, the diameter is D1. It is tau max 1. I want to calculate tau max 1. R1 will be D1 by 2 is equal to, for the first material, G is given as 85 into 10 raised to 3. I need to calculate theta 1 and L1 is 1000. Value of diameter 1 is 125. So on substitution, I get tau max 1 as 39.11 Newton per mm square and theta 1 as 0.007 363 radian. Next, I'll substitute in this equation from this. Okay, let me name this as equation 1 and equation 2. So here I can write down from equation 1. Now from equation 2, you will get 15 into 10 raised to 6. It is pi by 32 t2. This is raised to 4 is equal to tau max 2 is what I need to calculate. Diameter is d2 upon 2 is equal to the value of g2 is 40 into 10 raised to 3. Theta 2 is what I want to calculate, and the value of length is 500. From here I get the value of tau max 2 as 76.394 Newton per mm square, and the value of theta 2 is 0.0191 radian. These are the values that I had to calculate. Now for calculating theta, it is very simple. Theta is going to be the summation of theta 1 and theta 2. When you add these two values, you'll get the answer as 0.02646 radian. If you want to convert this into degree, simply multiply with 180 by pi. You'll get the answer as 1.516 degree. Let's take up another numerical. A shaft of 100 mm diameter, 2000 mm long, is subjected to a torque of 8000 Newton meter. The diameter here is 100 mm and the length is 2000 mm. It is subjected to a torque of 8000 Newton meter. So I can draw here 8000 Newton meter. The direction is not given. I am assuming clockwise randomly. Calculate the maximum shear stress and angle of twist. So for this, I need to calculate tau max and angle of twist theta. If the central 1 meter length of the shaft was reduced to 60 mm diameter and same torque applied, what would be the change in shear stress and angle of twist? So I need to calculate the change in shear stress that would happen if I were to change the central 1 meter length to 60 mm diameter, and also the change in angle of twist. The value of G is given as 80 gigapascal, that is 80 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. So this is case 1, and there is another case given to me. Now since this portion is 1 meter, that is 1000 mm, what remains is 1000 mm, which will be divided equally here as 500 mm and 500 mm. The diameter here will also be 100 mm. The central portion diameter is given to me as 60 mm. Now I need to calculate the change in shear stress and angle of twist. Now here it is given as 8000 mm. So on the other side, you can either show fixed or you can also show as 8000 Newton meter. That is the value of torque given. I will convert this into Newton mm. Here the value of torque applied is same. This is 10 raised to 6. So we will start solving for case 1. Case 1 is going to be very simple. T by J is tau max upon R is equal to G theta by L. I know the value of T is 8 into 10 raised to 6. J is pi by 32. There is only one diameter. raised to 4 is equal to tau max is what I need to calculate. R is 100 by 2. The value of G is given as 85 into 10 raised to 3. Theta is what I need to calculate, and the length is 2000. So when I solve them, I'll get tau max as 40.744 Newton per mm square, and the value of theta is 0.02037 radian. Now if I want to convert this into degree, simply multiply with 180 upon pi. So I get this answer as 1.167 degree. So these are the two answers from the case 1. Next I'll go to case 2. For case 2, I will have to calculate the value of tau max and theta for individual cases. If you look here carefully, the value of tau max for these two is going to remain the same because the diameter is same. Only for the central portion I need to calculate the value of tau max. So I will calculate that as T by J is equal to, let me label this as tau max 2 upon R. So I will get this as, okay, let me call this R2. T is same. J is pi by 32. 60 raised to 4 is equal to tau max 2. For R I have 60 by 2. When I solve this, I get the value of tau max 2 as 188.628 Newton per mm square. So therefore, the change in shear stress is 188.628, which I got now, minus the value which I got before, that is 40.744. I get the answer as 147.884 Newton per mm square. Now I need to calculate the value of theta, that is change in shear stress. Here I will take it as theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3. That is the change in this material plus change in this material plus change in this material of twist. Now the value of T is something that is common, so I'll take it outside. The formula is TL upon GJ. For the first one, length is L1. The value of G is common for all, so that also can be left out as common. For the first one, it is J1 plus. For the second material, it will be L2 upon J2. Now, if you observe for the third one, it is the same as the first one. So here I can just write it is taken twice. When I solve this, I get 8 into 10 raised to 6. G is 85 into 10 raised to 3. Next I'll have 2 into 500 upon pi by 32, 100 raised to 4, plus for the central portion, the length is 1000 upon pi by 32, diameter is 60. Therefore, I get the value of theta as 0.08878 radians. You can convert this into degree by multiplying with 180 by pi. You'll get 5.087 degree. So when I have to calculate the change in angle of twist, it is 5.087 minus 1.167 that I obtained in the first case. This value is 3.92 degree. So these are the two answers that I obtained when I calculate changes in shear stress and change in angle of twist. So with these two numericals, I end this session. We will be taking up two more numericals in the next session based on the same topic. See you in the next session. Thank you.